Starting an online store can be a daunting and very stressful experience, especially if you have no idea where to start. So today I'm going to try and demystify this and simplify the entire process and tell you everything you need to know when it goes to starting an online store. Now, the first step is having a cohesive plan for your business. You'll want to identify your niche, select your products that you want to sell, and do some keyword research when it comes to your online store. Now, while the first two may seem a little straightforward, doing keyword research could seem a little overwhelming. Keyword research helps you understand what potential customers are searching for online, which guides your content creation and SEO strategy. But thankfully for you, there are SEO tools like Google's Keyword Planner and SEMrush that can assist with this research. By conducting keyword research, you'll uncover high traffic search terms that consumers use to find products like yours. You can use these insights to optimize your site with SEO content based on the keywords your audience are searching for. So once all of that is done, the next thing you need to look into is registering a domain. Your domain name is essentially your store's address online. To do this, you'll need to buy your domain from a reputable domain registrar. You'll want reasonable prices and easy to manage domain options. You can't go wrong with solutions like Namecheap or GoDaddy. Some hosting providers as well, like SiteGround, will also allow you to pick a domain directly from their platform. Now, if you want a step-by-step guide on registering a domain, thankfully for you, I've already made that video. You could go down in the video description, I'll leave a link for it, or there'll be a button floating around at the top of the screen. You can click that to check out that video. So now the important decision is going to come down to what type of e-commerce platform you want to go with. Now, in general, this conversation is dominated by two options, and that's by using an e-commerce platform, something like Shopify, Wix, or Squarespace, or by using WooCommerce with WordPress. Website building platforms like Shopify offer an all-in-one solution that can be a great option for many online stores. However, with WordPress powering over 40% of all online stores, it's worth exploring why this platform, combined with WooCommerce, is a top choice for many. Even for beginners, WordPress is a straightforward platform to learn. It's intuitive, and a wealth of tutorials and documentation are available from various sources to help you navigate any learning curve. Plus, with its comprehensive dashboards and handy mobile app, you can stay informed about your shop's performance anytime and anywhere. Now, when it comes to e-commerce with WordPress, WooCommerce is the go-to e-commerce solution. One of the standout features of WooCommerce is its customizability. Whether you're setting up a small boutique store or a sprawling online marketplace, there are plenty of WooCommerce themes designed to help you create a unique and engaging shopping experience for your customers. With this, you can easily tweak your layout, colors, fonts, and other design elements to match your brand's aesthetic. Also, as your online store grows, the WordPress and WooCommerce combination can handle increased traffic and content. It's a scalable solution that grows with your business, ensuring your website can handle the demands of a growing customer base. WordPress and WooCommerce are extremely powerful together, and for the rest of this tutorial, I'm going to show you just how easy it is to use WordPress to set up your e-commerce store. Now, since I'm assuming you have decided to go with WordPress, the next thing we need to do is choose a hosting provider. Choosing a reliable hosting provider is crucial for your online store's performance and security. SiteGround is one of the most recommended options with optimized WordPress infrastructure. SiteGround is one of the most trusted providers out there for WordPress, and they include a lot of awesome features such as a free CDN, free SSL, and email account management. Choosing the right hosting provider for your needs can be a rabbit hole, and again, thankfully, I've done a good video guide that covers all of those steps for you. I'll leave a link down in the video description, and there'll be a floating button for you to check out if you want a little more information on choosing a good hosting provider. Now, with hosting out of the way, we need to actually create our website and install WordPress. This can be super easy depending on the hosting provider you chose. SiteGround, for instance, does offer one-click install for WordPress, making it very easy. But if you chose a different hosting provider that doesn't offer this, it's also easy to install WordPress. I'm going to leave a blog article down in the video description. There you can follow along steps on installing WordPress. It's really easy, and you can check that out for yourself. Now, with all of that out of the way, we can get to some of the more fun stuff, and that's choosing a theme for our website and designing it. Choosing the right theme for the start of your online store can significantly impact its appearance and functionality. Divi is particularly well suited for e-commerce websites thanks to its integration with WooCommerce. And its theme builder is the easiest way to edit high-impact pages, such as product and checkout pages visually. Divi has so many good key features, such as professional e-commerce templates, created for you to plug and play. Divi's visual builder lets you customize your store's design super easily, and Divi's stores look great on all devices with responsive design. So now you have your theme and design set up, it's time to install WooCommerce. Getting started with WooCommerce is extremely easy, and all we need to do is go over here to our navigation bar and click on WooCommerce. One amazing thing about WooCommerce is the onboarding wizard begins with getting your store set up really quickly. So what we can do is click set up our store, and then we just follow along so we can choose the prompts that make sense for us. whether you're just starting your business, you're already selling, or you're setting up a store for a client. Then we just keep following along, giving our store a name, the industry that we're in, where a store is located, and our email address here. It'll offer you some features that could boost your site here. You can choose what makes sense for you and what doesn't, and then continue. And then it'll automatically get your features set up and do a lot of the legwork for you. The WooCommerce setup wizard is awesome and takes care of a lot of the work for you, but you can always change your information and settings over here. So if we go over to our navigation bar here, we can go to settings, and from here you can customize anything you need to about your store. So now with all of that set up, it's time to add some products to our store. And for that, we need to go over here to where it says products in our navigation bar. So I'll click that, and here's where we can add new products and edit the products that we already have. So for instance, in my theoretical soap company that I've created, I already have a strawberry and a vanilla soap. But if we wanted to add another one, we could go over here to products and click add new. From here, it's pretty straightforward. We just need to fill out the information on our product, such as the name, a summary of it, description, and add any images that you want. Then we can set up everything such as variations. So if you do have product variations, like if this is clothing and you had different sizes and colors, you can put those here. And pricing as well. And this is important because you want to have your list price, and then if there's a sale price, you can put it here. So for instance, if the regular price is $10 and we have a sale price of $8, you can schedule a sale for this and have sales run from specific times, which is really nice and powerful. Then over here's the inventory. This is where you can put in all your inventory information. So if it's in stock, out of stock, on back order, and you can set your SKUs here. Your shipping information will go here. And if there's any linked products, you can put it in here as well. You also have a tab here for Google listings and ads, where you can click here and go through your Google product listings. I'll show you what this looks like on one of the products that I already created in here. So let's look at my strawberry soap, for instance. We can see it has the name of strawberry soap, a summary of it, our product image that we have, our pricing that we've created for it, and for our inventory, we have 100 of these on count. So then you can go through and add all of your products that you have for your specific store. So once you have all of your products set up, adding them onto your site is actually extremely easy to use, especially if you're using a builder like Divi. So I'll show you just how quickly and easy that is to do since we're using WooCommerce inside of our Divi builder. So I have this page here for my theoretical soap company that we're making. And if I want to add a product somewhere, all I need to do is add a Woo module. So we'll go here and add a row. And then from here, I'll just search for Woo. You can see we have a lot of WooCommerce modules here. So for this demonstration, I'll just click the Woo Products module and click this. And here we can see it's automatically populated with the products that we've created. We have a lot of settings over here that we can customize for this, such as changing our product view type here. So if we wanted to highlight sale products, we could, or best selling, we have all of these options here. How many products you want to display, the default layout. So if you want to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 columns, you can do that all here. The ordering, so you can have default sorting, or you can change how it's sorted, so you can do by popularity, rating, or however works for you, and a bunch of different options for this. So you can customize it exactly how you want. When you're happy, you can just save this module. And as I mentioned, there are a ton of different Woo modules, and this is exactly why WooCommerce is so popular and so strong, is you can customize your online shop to look exactly how you want it to and function exactly how you want as well. And really from there, all it is customizing your site to be exactly how you want. Now, the last thing you might want to look into for your e-commerce site are the myriad of plugins available for WordPress. These can cover everything from SEO to security to product filtering, search plugins, and so much more. One of the best things about WordPress is just how customizable it is. So if there's something that you want your site to do that it doesn't do natively, chances are there's a plugin that'll make that happen for you. So there you can see that creating an online store really isn't as difficult or scary as it might have seemed before. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully you found it helpful. Before you go though, make sure you check out some of our other content, and I'll see you in the next one.